What's going on, guys? How are you doing? Welcome to the brand new series, I Buy Skills, or those of you guys who watch my other videos, Steve here. What's up? So, those of you guys who read the rules already know what's going down. And if you haven't read the rules, you can go and check that out to have a little bit more of a formal letting you know, pretty much. Like, you can just read that out and check it out yourself. Or, right now, I'm actually going to go over it a little bit so you guys can actually get a little bit more into what's the scoop, what's up with this account. So I'm not necessarily an Iron Man right now, or am I ever going to be in this account, but it's a little bit different than an Iron Man. There's so many different Iron Man series and whatnot. I really wanted to do something a little bit more original, and that would actually be me making this account. It's actually going to be a level 3 skiller. It's called I Buy Skills, and what do I mean by that is that I am going to buy my skills. Right now I can't unlock any skills, I can't do any skilling at all until I reach my first 1 mil cash stack. It doesn't matter how I make it as long as I don't do any skilling whatsoever, and I can't do any combat stats at all since I am staying level 3, so that means I have to loot different items all around RuneScape, which I'll show you, and I'll show you my cash stacks growing up, and once I hit 1 mil, then I can actually unlock my buyable skills, and then that means I can start training the skills that are buyable, for example, which is fletching, construction, herbal lore, crafting, and smithing. Along with farming is somewhat viable. I am debating if I should bend the rules or not, because I can't buy the seeds and actually do farming, so we'll see it there. So I will actually be doing non-viable skills as well, but it is only if I unlock that specific skill, which I'm yet to come up with the specific milestones for each skill, but I'm thinking about maybe getting, if I get 50s in some stats or 5 mil cash or something along those lines, then I can actually unlock an unviable skill such as woodcutting, fishing, mining, or hunter, depending on which ones I choose at the time. I'm not going to unlock all of them at once. I'll have to hit certain milestones in order to unlock each specific skill, but that'll be pretty cool. I've got a lot planned for this, and I really hope you enjoy, so I'll see you in the first clip. Alright, so the first method that I'm trying out is actually shearing sheep for their wool. I've done this a long time ago, and it used to be some decent money. I'm not really sure how much the wool will actually sell for right now, but it says 225, but OS Buddy Guide also says they're worth 35 each, so we'll get a little bit of starting cash. Either way, I'm just going to do one inventory of it and jump up to Varrock really quickly, and then I will see if this stuff actually sells for a decent amount. If so, then I will actually continue doing this. If not, then I am going to have to find a new method. I might try looting out in the wilds, or actually swamp toads, depending on how much they are, because I've done that a long time ago as well, and they used to be pretty good money, but that was also due to summoning in RS2. But I actually price checked them not too long ago, and they were like 200 something each, so it will add up quite quick. Looting in the wild might actually add up pretty quickly, depending on what kind of drop that I get, because sometimes looters do get some good drops, and I've seen looters get some crazy drops. So yeah, so we're gonna run up to Varrock and see how much these things sell for. Alright, so here we are. Let's check out if these things actually sell at the Grand Exchange or not, and we will see that. So we'll drop it down a little bit to 200 coins, and they don't sell for that, but I've already got an idea now what to do with my coins. Whatever coins I do make off of this, I actually have an idea, so we can actually make a little bit extra cash here. See, it doesn't work for a long time, but it actually does work for a good amount of time. So 73 each don't sell, so I think they will actually sell for that 35 each, like OS Buddy says. Really have no patience for this right now, for something that's worth like nothing. But there we go, 1K I got off that, so not too bad I suppose. Enough money for me to actually go and start this new method that I'm going to try out. Let's take all these coins here, and I'll see you guys at the method. Alright, so what I'm doing right now is actually quick hopping throughout the worlds with OS Buddy, and wow, 504K somebody sold, that's pretty nuts. And I'm buying all the hammers and chisels that they have there in stock, and so I'll just price check them right here for you guys so you can see. 10 hammers, that's 1K, I just made all that in like no time at all. And 1.3, and that I bet the hammers they sell for way more than that. Cause me honestly, if I was at the G, I'd rather buy it. I'd pay like 1K for a hammer, and I've actually done this before and seen that the hammers and stuff do sell for a lot of money, and they at least sell for that medium regular price. So let's bank all these. I'm gonna do these for a couple loads, and I'll show you guys the final product. Alright, so I did about 5 inventories of the hammers and whatnot, and we'll see what they sell for. And I guess, wow, they're not even selling for 109. I guess somebody's been doing that. We'll have to sell. The chisels actually sold. That's good about the chisels. So I was figuring the hammers would actually sell over the chisels. 200 boxes sold. These shears probably. I don't care about the shears. My bad. I just tried them anyways, just to see if they were worth anything, but I suppose not. I can still use the pair of shears, so they're not completely useless. Because for those of you guys who want to make a little bit of money, then you can just check that out. So the chisels sold right away, gave me a little bit more cash, and now on top of the cash that I got in my bank, I am up to a big whopping fat 7K. So really I wait for these hammers to sell. I can't believe the hammers don't sell, to be honest. Somebody must be doing that, because I've tried this before and they was sold for like 1K each or more, some of the hammers. Lowest I'm going on these is 50 GP, and I will let them sit at 50 GP. I just want enough so that I can actually start making money doing battle staffs, which is something that's right there. I'm set 52. I need about 7.5K around there in order to actually do the battle staffs, so that will come pretty quickly. I may actually try looting right now in the wild and see how that is in order to make enough money so I can do the battle staffs, since it's not the best money while you don't have too big of a cash stack, since it's very tedious because I would have to come back to the GE and back to the bank and all that stuff. So I'm just gonna actually I'm gonna invest in some trout, buy a couple trout just so I don't die somehow out there in the wild, and we're gonna go and check out some looting. See you there. Epic. I ended up actually looting a glory with some dragon bolts and some sharks and these runes, so that's pretty epic. Let's loot this right up. Whatever's here, Karas, super strength. We're just looting like crazy. I really can't believe I'm actually looting. I'm actually not a fan of looting at all when I'm on my I am mauler. But now guess what, I'm here looting. But it's under the right circumstances, so it's a pretty decent money maker actually. It's a couple 100K an hour. Depending on how lucky you get, you can make more, or if you get very unlucky and you're not doing it right, then you can make less, obviously. Or you can either sit and watch people fight, or just walk around like I am and try to find piles of loot, or if you happen to pass by somebody who just died and whatnot, like I just did. So got that glory, pretty cool. This is actually going to be the last inventory of loot that I'm going to be doing for the night. It is pretty late at night right now, and I'm just out here looting. So I got a couple inventory spaces. I'm just going to eat up these trouts now so I can just get a couple more food in here, or whatever else is there that is lootable. and I'm gonna drop these snakeskin boots as well. And I'm contemplating on keeping this ranging dose. I'm not sure how much it costs. 1K, so I'll keep that. That's more than a shark. And if I get any arrows or anything, then I will do that. So I'll show you guys the final product after about a half hour of looting. I actually sold that emblem, but I only got 45K for it. I really didn't want to wait until to get 50K, just another couple K. And here's another pile of loot. So let's try to loot this stuff if we can get anything out of that. There's so many looters on it. Dust runes. There's mad looters on that. I think this might be the end of the looting session here. I got a lot of Karas actually compared to what I normally get in Karas, so that's pretty good. I can only fit about 2 more sharks. I don't know, I'll just do a quick lap here and see if I can get 2 more inventory spots of any sort of loot here that's actually worth something, because I guess everything helps due to the fact, but it'll probably be a little gay if I get a pile of loot that I can't even loot. Because, and here's some rune arrows, so 4 rune arrows. It's good to pick up the rune arrows and whatnot. I could do a video maybe on like 10 hours of looting or something like that if I ever wanted to spend that much time looting, just as an experiment to see how much money you actually make looting. It's very, like I said before, it varies to person depending on what kind of method you usually do. What I do, I walk around, and then if I see some loot, then I turn my run on. So I always have my run instead of not having any run. So I'm going to call it for that loot and the looting session right now. I may actually try to go to Zaf so I can buy some battle staffs and make some money from that, because I'll probably have a nice cash stack once I sell all this loot that I end up getting. Definitely helped that I got that glory and that emblem, which actually made like all the loot and made it a lot more money. So instead of cutting the clip, I'll just grab everything out right now so we can see specifically how much I got in about a half hour worth of looting. So 45K, you'll see this. Actually, it was probably about 49K around there, because I ended up getting a lot of like 1K cash drops and whatnot. So there's that. Some magic short bows, climbing boots are actually worth 1K each. These house teleports, recoils, Karas, rune arrows, addy knives, 2 pots. I don't even know why I grabbed those snakeskin boots. I thought they were worth a little bit more at first, but I guess they weren't worth crap. Prayer potion 4, 2 ranging potions, super restores. I'm gonna keep the Varrock tabs, so I'm not gonna PC them. Astral runes, death runes, these VAMs, super strength, but I'm actually going to turn that into a higher pot and try to sell it, and that's about it. Maybe this gray hat might actually be worth something, I'm not 100% sure. So let's see here, the total, let's take off this and this, and we'll see here the total thing. So 250K. So if I sell all this, I'll show you guys the cash stack once this is all sold, and that will be a pretty nice cash stack towards my 1 mil cash stack that I need until I can actually start making a little bit more money in this account. And soon I am really just debating on what milestone that I really should pick for the unbuyable skills. I'm probably going to pick Hunter as my first unbuyable skill to train, or unless it's something like fishing or so, just so I can actually AFK in this account while I am bossing. See, right now I'm splashing on that account. And I just sold my Tan's Fang. Those of you guys, I'm not sure if it might have just gave you a little bit of spoiler. Oh wow, I can't even use that agility thing. That's one skill that I do need to get up once I unlock agility, because they'll come in a lot helpful. So we will really see about that. So I'll show you guys what the cash stack turns out to be. Alright, so the end cash stack from that little looting adventure ended up turning out to be 254K. Just about 255K, about 400 something GP away, and then we will grab the rest of this here, and we have a total of 264K right now already. Just showing you guys how easy it is to actually make money in this game with no skills at all. doing nothing that nobody can't do. Very easily you can make money in this game. You just got to do it, and it will be done. And I'm keeping these 2 barrack teleports, and I've got a couple miscellaneous items that are still in the GE waiting to sell. They're not really worth anything here. Maybe a bit over 1K. So actually, we're gonna go back and we're gonna loot a little bit more, and maybe we're gonna start merching so we can get some real GP flow coming in here. I don't know. It's a little bit slow at first when you merge with a smaller cash stack, but once the cash stack builds up, we're actually going to be making a lot of money, and I'm going to show you guys every single step of the way, documenting it and making sure that I continue recording and uploading frequently. If this is a series that you enjoy, then I really hope to see you in the next video. We're going to have a really good time. I'm probably going to end the video here since this is just the first video yet, and we're going to be working on that 1 mil cash stack. We'll probably get that very soon, and episode 2 you will see that, and we can start actually training up our skills. I'm debating on what skill I actually want to train up first. Probably fletching, since I can actually make a little bit of money off of that, as it is a viable skill, until I actually figure out some sort of way that, I don't know, I can somehow like gauge how much I want to be able to do in order to unlock an unviable skill, or just unlock it with some sort of certain cash stack amount. I'm not really sure, but either fletching or smithing I'm gonna end up doing first, since I can make money from both of those. Smithing is actually decent money. Doing some different types of things like darts and knives, making those like iron knives and whatnot, darts. It actually adds up pretty quick, and so does fletching, but I have to wait until a bit of a higher level in order to start making money from fletching, but the level will come pretty quickly, so it's very debatable. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Leave any suggestions, or any, like, if you have any ideas you think would be cool to add to the series, or some sort of a restriction that you think is cool. And I'm not even directly looting right now. What, pile of loot just came right up here. And I didn't get anything off it because for some reason I have it set not to attack anybody. I don't understand why I can attack this guy named Awesome. That's pretty weird. But hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will catch you in the next one. Oh yeah, before we end this video, don't think that I'm not stopping training any of my other accounts, or I will have Abi Mauler series, my bad, along with my range tank series. Continuously gonna be uploading those along with this, and we're gonna try to combine them just so I have enough content to be uploading pretty consistently, so I can get quite a few uploads per week. So I know you guys like them frequent uploads. So I'll see you there. Really hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one.